Hey there YouTube, it's me, Chris Hamilton. I'm doing a review today on the Star Trek First Contact Starfleet Type 2 phaser by Playmates. Just to be clear, this is not the first time I've opened it. I have opened it before, but I put it back in the box just to demonstrate how hard it is to get out of the actual cardboard insert, which we'll get to in a minute. But first things first, got it on eBay, 30-40 bucks. Whoever bought it before got it for $12.96 at Walmart. Didn't take the sticker off. It's got the little try-me thing right here. You can reach in and push the button and it makes the sound effects and things. It does have some damage to the corners, but I'm not that worried about that. It does have some damage to this tab right here, but again, I'm not that worried about it. It's already been opened, so I'm not that worried about it. It's got a Borg drone right here. It's got Star Trek First Contact. Wonderful movie, by the way. If you have not seen it, I highly recommend finding it somewhere and watching it. It doesn't actually do that, obviously. It's by Playmates. It's got the Star Trek, the Experience logo from Las Vegas right there. It's got the Collector's Edition series, or Collector Series Edition, stock number. It's got some basic information about the toy here. It's got a picture of the phaser here. It's actually this color, not that color silver. It's that color blue, not that color silver. Just saying. And it's got phaser on every facing. It's got pretty much the same thing it says on the front on every facing. It's got that, and it's got the exact same things. On the back of the box, it's got a picture of the phaser. Again, it's blue, not silver, but it's got the light up, you can tell it's been painted on the back. Light up phased energy beam emitter thing. It's got a bunch of random stuff all over it. It's got some information on phasers here. There's more information on en.memory-alpha.org, which is the Star Trek wiki for those of you that may not know. It's got some information on the movie right here. It's got a couple of other products by Playmates relating to this movie. The Enterprise E and the Borg Sphere. I do not have either of those at the moment. It has the join the official Star Trek fan club thing. It's got an ad for DS9 and Voyager, which were on at the time that this came out. It's got the Playmates website, which I don't even know if that's still up or not. It tells what batteries it uses. And that's about it for the box. As I said, there is some damage, but it's not severe. And when you open the box, it's got this cardboard thing in it. Pull the cardboard thing out. For any of you that have not gotten anything from Playmates, they often enclose everything they make in cardboard. I don't know what it is. I don't know why, but and then when you take it out, it looks like this. It's got the little try-me window, and then it's got the phaser in there. Now, when you're taking it out, it is kind of challenging because you have to like pry the box open, move this out of the way, and you'll end up ripping the cardboard. I did in several places. I just did right there a bit, and it pops out like that. It's got a little sleeve for the beam emitter. Why, I don't know. Take out the rest of the box. Put this back, and there you go. Box. Okay. And I hope that's right. Anyways, here's the phaser. It's not perfectly on scale with what's in the movie. It's a little bit bigger, but from what I've heard, the reason they're not perfectly on scale is because if it was perfectly on scale, it would have to be a licensed Star Trek collectible replica, or replica collectible, whichever one, and it would be really expensive, so they can't do that. It's got the two little buttons here, stun and disrupt, kill. Here's the trigger. It's got the power level indicator thing there. There's the belt clip. It's got the beam emitter. Watch when I fire it. It's set on stun right now. Here it is. there it is, twice. And then here's the power level indicator. It does light up when you fire it. And it flashes in sync. For those of you that have seen anything with the Star Trek The Next Generation Type 2 phaser, that one has a loop sound from, it sounds more like a machine gun than a phaser. This is a loop sound. This is the loop sound, or beam sound on this one. It's the stun. And this one does sound more like a phaser, but it still doesn't sound exactly like a phaser. It still sounds more like a ray gun than anything else. But, I mean, I'm not complaining that much. For 30 or 40 bucks, it wasn't bad. If you see one going for 20, 30, 40 bucks, get it. Anything more than that, though, it's really not worth it. It's a little piece of plastic. I'm afraid to drop it. I mean, I have dropped it a couple times on accident, like on carpet, but I'm afraid to drop it on anything resembling a hard floor, because I'm afraid it's going to fall apart. But yeah, they're stunned. You push it, it's got kill, and here's your sound effect for kill. And it loops after it loops. It's like 3 second. It's like a 3 second fire, which is a lot better than the one on the Type 1 phaser, which I'll be doing a review for as well. No box or anything for that one, so I have no clue. I just got that off of eBay for like 10 bucks, counting shipping. But then the power level indicator lights up in sync with the firing sound, sometimes thereabouts. It's really not the best. I mean, it's blue and not silver, so I mean, it's really not the best thing in the world, but for 20, 30, 40 bucks, I'm not complaining. I'm trying to build a collection of all of the different Star Trek phasers, so this makes a nice addition to my collection, which is now 4 phasers strong. 6 if you count the Type 1s that go into the Type 2s for the original series, and Wrath of Khan phasers. So, yeah, I mean, it's a nice little role-play toy, but remember, it's just that it's a toy. It's not a model, it's not a replica, it's not a collectible. Well, it is technically a collectible, but it's not a model. It is a model. It's not a replica. This is a toy that was meant for, like, 10-year-olds back when it was first made. But, I mean, the light's really not that bright. It's a white incandescent light. I don't know what that was. I'll go see in a minute. But it's a white incandescent light filtered through a red piece of plastic at the end here. I mean, if I had a screwdriver handy, I could take this loose and show you. It's really not that high quality. I mean, later I'm probably going to replace that with a red LED and or a red laser pointer, so that when I shoot it at a wall or whatever, it's actually got something on the wall so that I know what I'm aiming by. Because one of my friends was talking about having a Star Trek phaser fight, and like, why? What's the point? But anyways, you've got it's not a bad value for 20, 30, 40 bucks, but if you don't get one that's really anything over 40, because it's not worth it. I mean, for God's sake, it's a piece of plastic, and you can tell. I mean, listen to it. It's low quality, but for what you get, it's not that bad. Yeah, that's really about it. So, get it if you're trying to expand a phaser collection, or get it for your kids if they really like Star Trek and you can find one really cheap. But I mean, other than that, it's really not worth getting. As I said, I'm trying to expand my phaser collection, and I love Star Trek First Contact, so I figured I'd get one of these. I'm working on getting a next generation tricorder right now, but that's a different story for another review. So yeah, not that bad, but it's not that good either. I mean, get it if you really want it, but like I said before, if you're just getting it just to get it, it's really not worth it. If you're trying to expand a collection, like a collection of phasers, and you lack this one, or you lack some other one, well, if you lack this one, and you really don't want to get the Master Replicas phaser, which I've seen go for anywhere between $450 to $1,000 on eBay, Amazon, just about anywhere you can find one. They're really expensive. So, yeah, this makes a good collection expander. I'm probably, when I mod it, I'm probably just going to repaint it, replace this, and replace the bulb. I might replace the soundboard as well, just to make it sound more phasery, but yeah, that's really it for this. It's fairly easy to point. This was my favorite incarnation of the Star Trek The Next Generation phaser. I like it actually better than the Dolphin phaser from Nemesis. But yeah, it's really all there is for this thing. I mean, other than just being a general piece of crap, except to expand your collection or whatever. But yeah, that's about it.